Hi, I'm Katie from What Katie Did, and Happy New Year. I know it's really late, but I've just been gathering my thoughts. Everything's been so busy, and I've had lots of plans, and everything's taken longer than usual. So, yeah, I know it's really late, but everything's under control now, and I'm ready to start again. And the first thing is just a reminder never to put too much pressure on ourselves, um, because no one else really knows if you're late or anything like that. I had major plans for this Christmas. I wanted to do a video a day for the 12 days of Christmas, each about a different vintage piece of lingerie I had or a vintage piece of clothing. And I thought I'd do a newsletter a day, I thought I'd do a social media post a day, and it'd be something really interesting and engaging for you guys over the Christmas break. And of course, it didn't happen, and I was really stressed out about not doing it. But you didn't know anything about that. I didn't say I was going to do it, so the the only person stressed out was me, and I had no reason to be stressed out about it at all, because it's not, in the great scheme of things, it didn't matter at all. But moving forward, I'm not going to do 12 days in a row, but I am hoping to do videos about my vintage collection from February. January is more about tidying everything up. I know normally on the 1st of January it's a new start, it's a fresh start, and everyone's got these big aims. But, it's always so busy in the run up to Christmas. January here is more about gathering our thoughts and getting ready for the year, and putting all our plans in action. And yeah, we have been quite busy. If you've been watching our social media, you'll know that we've finally finished decorating our offices, and finishing, it's probably about 90% of the way now, done now. We've still got a hallway to do, but the main office has been done. The packing room has been downstairs. Our little wholesale office has been done downstairs. And those are the important bits. We spend so much time at work. We really felt we deserved, or I felt everyone deserved, a nice environment to work in. And it looks really nice now. It's all pink and fancy, and we've got more plants in here. So we're all really happy with the way it went. We've also had our sale, which has gone really well. So thank you for all your orders. We've been busy packing downstairs, and that's gone really smoothly. But of course, not everything has gone to plan, and that nasty COVID virus is still causing issues. In the UK, just before Christmas, we thought we might be going into a third lockdown due to the new Omicron variant. And I know in the US, they're basically the same. In Burbank, where our shop was located, their figures are going sky high. And the same is happening in India, where our main factory is, and they're a bit later than us, so it's really hitting them now. And the whole country is now on the go slow. And of course, because most of our products are made in India, this has affected deliveries. We had our first shipment. Shipments normally take like three or 4 days to reach us. And we had our first shipment shipped to us on the 6th of January. And we came back to work on the 4th, it was shipped on the 6th, it would take a couple of days, and that would give us plenty of time to get it shipped out to you on the 10th, which was the date we had on our website. Now, our courier systems are, everything is delayed, and what is really annoying is that it doesn't say it's delayed until the due date. So it says it's being shipped, and it's due, say it's shipped on the 6th, it'll say it's due on the 9th. So we're all ready to go on the 9th, and on the 9th it will say still in India. And then it will stay in India, and it just says, we don't know, it's been delayed. And that shipment, which was shipped on the 6th, is actually due, well, half of it is due today, so it'll be arriving downstairs hopefully today. We don't know. We know there's 5 boxes, 3 are out for delivery today. 2 say they're still in India, but that might not mean they're still in India. It might mean they're going to arrive today. It might mean they're not. Our second shipment was shipped on the 10th. Which shipped on the 10th of January, which should have been due around the 13th. And I think on our website it was supposed to arrive on the 17th. And again, that is still in India. And the problem that gives us is because we're not getting an update until the actual date it's supposed to arrive with us, at which point it goes, the system says back in India, we're not updating our website because we're believing what the courier system says. And then we just think, oh, well, it'll only be delayed a day or two, so hopefully no one will notice, and we'll just move through it and it'll be fine. And of course now it's like been 3 weeks in transit, and everyone has noticed, and it has been rather painful, but we are doing the best we can. And the delays have been caused by shortage of planes and pilots. I was looking at plane tickets today to India, and they've basically chopped the amount of planes to Bangalore, where I go, in half. They're doing a plane every other day instead of every day. And I know in the rest of India, well, our shipments used to come from Bangalore to the UK, and now everything's been shipped from Bangalore to Delhi, and then it goes on a plane from Delhi to the UK. But there are a lot less planes, but of course there are still the same amount of boxes. So even without this new Omicron variant, it was taking a couple of extra days a lot of the time to get to us, simply because there wasn't enough space on the planes. And now they're just going to have this huge backlog, which is going to be a nightmare to try and sort out. I mean, I really feel for them. What they're doing is, beforehand, the plane would go from India to the UK, and because of the lack of planes, some of the planes are coming from China, then they're going to India, then they're going on to the UK, but they are making the pilots quarantine in India for 7 days before they go to the UK, and that means that there's less pilots to fly the planes, and it's just a bit of a quandary for everyone. And it seems like just when we start getting to the end of COVID, something comes along and puts us 3 steps back. The good news is that I do have my visa for travelling to India now. I was planning to go to India beginning of February, and this has now been put back till the beginning of March, depending on Omicron and COVID and quarantine there, and what I'm allowed to go do, and what I'm allowed to, if I'm actually allowed to go there. But I do have my visa, which is great, because it's always stressful applying for a visa, because they're very, very particular, and I always worry about doing something wrong. So that was great. It's actually the longest time I haven't been in India since we started manufacturing lingerie with them way back in 2004, and it's now over 2 years since I visited, and I really miss everyone. And it'll be great to be back there, because I just get so much work done in a week. I mean, I'm sure you can imagine now the issues we're having, because it's taking so long for shipments to reach us. And if we get a sample made, the sample will be sent, but if it's delayed for a couple of weeks in shipping, then it might be 6 weeks before they get feedback and can make another sample, and then we have to wait another 6 weeks till the next delivery comes for the next sample. And it's just taking so long that the guys in the factory are forgetting what went wrong in the first place and what they should be fixing, and it's very frustrating on both sides. So me being able to go out there for a week, even if I'm in quarantine for a week, I can still get samples sent back at lunchtime, a sample sent back after the day finishes at the factory. So I'll get 2 mistakes a day instead of a mistake every 6 weeks. So even if I'm in quarantine there, I'll still be able to get an awful lot of samples done. Our first new product development of 2022 is our knitwear. We're working with an Indian factory again. It's an Anglo-Indian factory, so they have a factory in the UK and a factory in India. And that is due to be sent to us very, very soon. Again, I'm not quite sure when we'll actually receive it, because obviously shipments are being delayed, but it's really, really exciting, and I can't wait to show you, because it is, a totally new step for us, and I can't wait to see what your reaction is. That's about it for this week. If you do have any questions or comments, please get in touch and be sure to follow us. In the meantime, please take care, and I'll catch up with you soon.